Okay, today I'm going to be fixing my Columbia disc graphophone from about 1904. Let's get started. So I'm going to go ahead and take this to my dining room table in there. Okay, let's go ahead and start disassembling it. So what's wrong with it is the spring has sprung in it, and I need to fix that. The spring did not break, however. It just kind of, well, I'll show you what happened. Okay, let's go ahead and open this up. I've loosened this at one point, so it should be pretty easy to get off of here. Okay, here's this part. This is our base. Here's the inside of this thing. Anyway, so let's go ahead and undo these screws. So what had happened was these screws on here were loose, and so it allowed the spring to spring, basically. It allowed the spring to spring, and so it won't like crank up. I have no words. Y'all know what I mean. Or y'all will once I fix this. Well, let's go ahead and open this up. So here are those screws. I'm going to take this gear off of here. We're going to take this. This gear is what the problem is. So here's the gear that's the problem. That little thing right there is allowed to turn back and forth, which is not ideal. That's why the spring keeps slipping. So I'm going to tap this and reset it so that it won't turn. And I'll probably mash this metal down in here, and that'll keep it from turning, and then it will be fixed. Let me figure out how I'm going to do that. I might do that off camera with this hammer. Okay, I have got the little piece to where it won't turn anymore. So now let's put this back on the spring. Here, let me open the spring so y'all can see it. This is going to be interesting. Here we go. God. There's the spring. That's what powers this whole thing. That's the main spring, and it looks to be in decent condition. So we'll go ahead and put this back in here. I have to hand wind this. It's going to be fun. I'm going to stick it back in here after I hand wind this. Okay, got to wind it really tight. This is where the spring hooks onto the frame, basically, right there. We're still winding it. All by hand. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Get in there. This is probably going to be the most difficult part, getting the spring to stay in here. But it can be done. And it will be done. Get in there. Okay, I still have to wind it some more. Okay, I put the mainspring back in there. There it is. It is now in there. Now we've got to hook this gear into the right place. There's a teardrop shape in this leaf spring, or not leaf, in this spring, and I've got to get it to go in there. I think I just did. Is that it? Okay, you need to hook in there, though. I think I did it. That feels right. Okay, I think it's in there. Now, we're going to assemble this again. So put this gear here, this little gear right here. Oops. Drop my phone. Okay, I'm assembling it again. This gear right here keeps it from backing up and springing the spring. Okay, let's get that in place. Is that on this? Okay, that's where it needs to be. This is now where it needs to be. Now we can put this on here. Line up all these holes right here. And it should just drop down in there after that. we go. Now we're going to put the screws back in here. Okay, that screw, what is going on? This screw can go here, perfect. This one can go here. That one's shorter, so it can go there. Okay, and then this one can go here. Now we'll get a screwdriver. It's that one. There's that one. And there is that one. This is where you put oil. It says oil right there. You oil the gears. I'm going to do that in a minute, but first I want to test this. Okay, now we're going to put this base back on here. It has to go this way. And then this screw is going to go in here. And this one's going to go in here. Okay, now we got to tighten these down. You better tighten down. Get it in there. What the heck? Get in there. Ah! It doesn't help that this screwdriver is magnetic. Okay, here we go. Now we're getting somewhere. Okay, there's that side. We'll start this side. Okay, that's going well. Okay, now we'll do this side. Okay. Almost there. That's it. Now, we've got to crank this up and adjust the governor right here so that it regulates the speed correctly. Is it going to crank up, though? And the spring has sprung once more, so we'll have to open this back up again. I don't know why the spring keeps doing that. Okay, I fiddled with this thing and I got the main spring to wind back up. Now let's see if I can adjust the speed regulator. So here's the governor right here. Let's tighten it there and try that. Okay, it is a few days later, and I have obtained the fiber gear that I needed. Hang on, let me move my steam engine off the kitchen table. Ow. That sounded interesting. Let's move it over here. Okay, I've moved my steam engine off the table. Now, I'm going to open the fiber gear that I have received in the mail. This thing was expensive. It was like $40 for a fiber gear. It's in here. So let's go ahead and prepare this to receive the fiber gear. So we will unscrew this. Y'all probably can't see what I'm doing. Let me move y'all closer. Okay. We put the tripod down a little bit more. Okay, here we go. Let's unscrew this. This is all from 1904. I believe anyway. It might be older. Here's a little governor. If you've ever heard the saying balls to the wall, it's because the governor will be flying so fast that these go out like this. So that's where that saying comes from. Anyway, let's go ahead and unscrew this. That should let this up. Okay, let's unscrew it more. Get off of there. Come on, I need to put the fiber gear on. Get out of there. Yeah, that would be too easy if that just came out of there. Yeah, okay. I see how it is. Let's undo that even more. Where did that screw go? Bruh, where? Okay, the screw is all the way out, so this should come out of there. I might have to go get pliers. Okay, let's try to get this out of here. Okay, I got it. Let's go ahead and lift this out. So here's what holds the turntable. Here's the fiber gear I'm going to replace. Let's go ahead and slip it off of there. There, that's the old one. Let's put the new one on there. Oh wait, I need to see the direction of the teeth. You know what? We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out together. Can this open? Why did they pack this so well? It's just a gear. Okay, it's in here. Here's the new one. It actually has teeth on it, unlike this one. So it'll work nice. Anyway, let's go ahead and get this out of there. Okay, let's determine the direction that it needs to be. The teeth should rotate that way, so let's press it onto here this way. And bring that down. Is that right? That is right, right? Right. It is right. But why won't it go on there? Is that right? You know what? Let's try this way. No, that was right. It was right. No, it was left. No, it was right. Get on there. Okay, I've pressed it on there. It's a tight fit, and that's good. That's what we want. Okay, now we're going to put this back together. That can come down there, and then this has to line up right there. Perfect. And then I just got it off of there again. Okay, now I got it back on. Now, you know what? That's upside down. What am I doing? Why did I put that upside down? Okay, now we're going to get it on there. Okay. And people always ask me, how do you know how to do that? In my head, it's logical. I can see everything spinning and making contact and everything in my head. It just makes sense to me. So that's basically how. Okay, let's turn that a little. How did I cut myself? When did I cut myself? What? Bruh, that was rude. Okay, let's get this up there. Okay. Now we'll put this in here. It's perfect. That can go on here. Is this magnetic? It would make my life so much easier if it was. Oh my god, it's not, and I dropped it on the floor. Now I've got to find it. Okay, I found it. Let's go ahead and put this booger in here. Get in there. Dadgummit. Get in. This is the hardest part. I think this is harder than that spring. You better get in there. Oh, now you choose to be magnetic. How wonderful. Okay, get in there. Oh my god, no! Bad. Can you behave? That is not what I want you to do. I want you to go right there. Right there. Tighten, you stupid idiots. Oh, okay, we got it. It's going now. Perfect. Yes. Okay, now we'll tighten this more. Is that good? Is that in place? It seems like it was good. Now we'll put everything back together. The governor will go back on here. And then, where's the hole that this goes in? Okay, perfect. Now, I'm going to put the little retainer on here. Okay, that's going nicely. Now we'll put these screws back in the retainer. There's one. And here is the second one. Get in there. Okay, we'll make sure this is up against there. That seems good. All is well. We'll tighten this. We may have to make an adjustment to it in a minute, but we'll see. Seems good. Let's crank it up and see. Hopefully I don't cut my finger, because that happened one time. Okay, let's adjust this. Hang on. This is the tricky, scary part. Oh, okay, that's what's going on there. What is this doing, bruh? What are you doing? Okay, I'm gonna have to tinker with this. Okay, I had to adjust this little gear. I had to move it down a little bit. Now we're going to try to get this in here without ripping my hands off, because the spring is tension. Oh, this is fun. Okay. We'll put this way again. And we'll try to put these retaining screws back. Get in there. What are you doing? Okay. Go. Go. Okay, there's one. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're gonna put the second one in here. Get in there. Okay, second one is in. Now we're going to adjust this. What is this doing, bruh? Okay, that looks adjusted. We'll let it go. Come on. Okay, we still need adjustments. Okay, let's crank up this spring more and see if we can't get this to work. Still need to adjust this. You know, it could be this. Nah, it's not the speed. Hang on. Let's fiddle with this some more. You know, it could be this. It needs oil too. We'll have to oil it. Okay, I have fixed it. So the governor was bent as well, so I had to fix it. But here it goes. That's it. It's running. Now we'll put it back together. Yes, perfect. You know, I'll just film the part of me putting it back together. So I did end up having to oil this thing heavily. Anyway, I was hoping the whole time I was bending the governor, I was like, please don't snap, please don't snap. And it didn't snap, so we're good. Anyway, let me put these nuts and bolts back, and then we will put this thing back together. Okay, we're just going to hand tighten these for now, just so we can test it. Okay, that's there. Now we're going to put the turntable back on. When I bought this on eBay, it was just the motor and this wood case. I had to add this. I had to get the little long throat reproducer, which is this thing. I had to get the little arm and the witch's hat amplification horn right here. So I basically rebuilt this from nothing. Basically. Anyway, let's go ahead and get a record and we'll test it. Let me go to my records and get one. I gotta pick a good one. Let me pause while I get a record. Okay, just in time for Christmas. This is Jingle Bells from 1925. It's 100 years old, so it should be public domain. Let's set it on there, and this is a fresh needle because I haven't played this in a while. So we'll go ahead and crank this up. Probably gonna have to adjust the speed, but we'll see. Okay, that should do it.
Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh, o'er the fields we go, laughing all the way. Bells on bobtail ring, making spirits bright. What fun it is to ride and sing a sleighing song tonight. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
I'm gonna take it off the tripod.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. A day or two ago, I thought I'd take a ride, and soon Miss Fanny Bright was seated by my side. The horse was lean and lank, misfortune was his lot. He got into a drifted bank, and we did get upset. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Now the ground is white ride and sing this sleighing song. Just get up on their feet, 40-40 speed, then hitch him to an open sleigh and have you take the lead. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
And that was it.